There are a couple of ways that you can teach. You can be a nurturant teacher, empathizing with your students, or you can be a strict teacher, trying to discipline them periodly, getting them to do what you want, period. And those are very different ways of teaching. And they have very different effects on students. When you're teaching to the test, you're trying to just give them information, and there's another metaphor used. And that metaphor is what is called the conduit metaphor. It's one of the major metaphors for communication. It says that ideas are objects, words are containers, and communication is putting the ideas into words and sending them to somebody else who then takes the same ideas out of the words. You've heard this theory. It doesn't work. It is absolutely false. That's not how you communicate. Other people have to have the same brain, the same kinds of metaphors, the same kinds of frames. They have to have a basis in the neural structure to understand what you're saying, right? Teaching is a two-way street, always. It's not the conveying of information. It is not the conveying of information. That is, learning involves something active. You've got to do something, right? Now, one of the problems with the way that computer teaching is done is it's all too often done by assuming a conveying of information. I'm going to sit there on the screen and be passive, not move, and I'm going to convey you information that somebody else is going to get. Wrong. They're going to have to interact in some way. They're going to have to be doing something, and preferably not in front of a computer. Preferably with a real human being, because if you're really learning something, it's largely because you care about it. And you care about it when someone empathizes with you, right? This is very important. Now, you may wonder why it is that certain kinds of people with political ideas are very much coming down on teachers these days. Why do they want to get rid of teachers? Teachers are wonderful. Why? Because if you look at their ideology and the way they think about the world, it's in terms of strictness, not in terms of nurturance. It's in terms of strictness in the economy, in business, in every aspect of life. And it's very different than if you're thinking in terms of nurturance and caring. One of the reasons that they want to privatize education is to control the content of it, but also how it is taught and who teaches it. And they want to get rid of nurturers. You. That's serious. It's very, very serious. There's a reason for this, and it's not just budgets.